Okay, yeah. Starting. You came to me as so I see two. I see two incarnations in different star systems, as you say. So one is the blue. It's like a light blue butterfly type being. It's a human body with the wings over, but they're energetic wings. The whole body is energetic. It's 6 dimension from fifth to sixth, like, and the body is translucent. The eyes are just glowing like white. It's hard to explain. It's like the whole body is blue, but it makes the eyes, which actually glowing the bright white light, go blue and sparkle with blue. And oh, that's a beautiful planet. It has the interesting mountains. It goes in waves. It's like, imagine waves like this covered with green, and they go like next to each other, like in rows. And in between, there's just little like made out of straw, but the straw is green, like little pauses. Like the whole planet is like this in waves, and the rows of waves with the kind of looks like containers almost, but made out of green straw. That's where you live. And you're just flying around. I see also big trees. The trees are interesting. The trees are portals to different dimensions where you also incarnated in. So I'm looking at you. I checked it's your DNA. And you can go to Sancturia. You can go to, oh, I can't even pronounce it. Asheb, Achberis. I can't say it. I don't know how you say it. Ashberias. Ashberias. Ash, way. Ashberias way. Uh, yeah, I can say it. It's just like, it's a sound that you make that you can tell what planet it is. This planet is non-physical, and the planet you're at is non-physical also. It's energetic. It's it's right behind, it's like on the left of Pleiades, like right behind there. And all the planets there, I see they're little, they form different shapes. There is a Milky Way with different portal systems, and it lies right on top of Milky Way. That's the only way I can explain. And it's like, it's almost like Milky Way is forming some white light that goes like this, and the planet is not round. It's just like the light creates a platform, and the platform forms the waves covered with green and all of this that I described. And the beings are human form, translucent bodies. You can see faces, noses, and they're very innocent. I feel like innocence from them. And you say that it's a planet where they take kids sometimes, kids that they save from different facilities, underground facilities, or different places where they were taken, a lot of times by force. And you just revive them with your energies, because when they go into your planet, they get re-energized. You bring them back to innocence of a child, because they've been tortured a lot of times or programmed or things like that, and you bring them back to their normal selves, erasing all the programs. The thing about the wings, which is very interesting, it's like they're like solar batteries, and they also like frequency transmitters. So when you all stand in a circle on this planet that is like platform, like flat, and you spread the wings with the arms, and you start flapping them, I can see like a fountain of energy covering and re-energizing everybody who's around. And I think you brought this, you have this ability in this life also on Earth. This is your life number 5, so you just only had 4 lives before that. And if you think of it, it's kind of like your first life in a way, because the other 4 are running in parallel as they see, and they're connected to this life. There's just a different you experiencing different life situations, that you make different decisions, which changes the trajectory of the original you self. That's how I see you as a dot, and then I see it's like goes in 5 different, like a star, directions. Yeah, it's very interesting. And you have this ability to re-energize, to energize things around you. It doesn't matter if it's living things or not. It's kind of like you give life. You give life, and you also give the idea of imagination, innocence, and all this true, original, genuine self that a soul has. So you bring it, you connect to a person, you bring it up to surface, some innocence of a child that the person would have, like if it's an adult, let's say, or if it's a child who wants to grow up faster, or who's made to grow up faster by parents. You do that, you can also make flowers open up or grow faster, or vegetables, it doesn't matter. It's like your energy is stimulating. It's like gives impulses of stimulus, of growth and maturing, and bringing, all these positive sides of everybody. So, and then I see the other part of you. You travel in this spaceship. It's a mother spaceship. I see you in the garden there. It's like a level number 22. So, but there are like 60 of them. Imagine a huge spaceship with 60 different levels of it, and you're in 22, and you say you're a space scientist and also a mechanic. You know different how energies work, how to, all this self-propulsion or whatever it is comes to mind. You know how it works. And what you do there is you watch the plants grow that you created, and you also go to different locations. They send you out in your little spacecraft. It looks it looks kind of like a triangle type, and you go to a certain location that it shows to you it programmed to go, and then you deactivate. You shoot some beam of light at some. They put, it kind of looks like, those Japanese lights or Chinese, I'm not sure which ones are which, but they're made out of the paper material. They're round and they're spinning. I see in different parts of the universe, they put different technology to siphon the energy. And so they absorb the positive energy, they transmute it, and to spread, almost like spraying energy around like a hose of negative energy. So they convert it from positive to negative, from plus sign to minus, and you actually come. And I've seen somebody else do it too. It's like a deja vu. I see the same thing. Deactivate those and take them. Take them, melt them, or explode them, disintegrate them. It doesn't matter. It depends on the vibration of certain device and how it's the mechanics of it. For this reason, they send specialists, like you have to be a scientist and a mechanic or physicist, to know how it functions, how to turn it off. You do that also, but mostly I see you enjoying the garden. Kind of connects with that life also on this green flat planet. That you like growing things, and there's different creatures there too. I see this kind of like blue bunny with long ears sticking up, abnormally long, like antennas, with the nose, uh, kind of orange nose, interesting eyes. Tail is like twisted, like the jaw of pig's tail. And they hop around, and I see mini lions, like literally like a lion, but a mini one. They're more like cats by your feet. Dogs, orange kind of looking dogs, orange fur. Uh, to compare, well, I don't know how to compare, but they kind of look like the face is flat. Closer to bulldog, but very kind of wraparound eyes. Ears on the back, kind of weird looking. But I get a feeling it's like a dog. But that they all hybridized. They're all different species from different planets. You're just basically raising them, and then you come to different planets to seed them. And then you check how they are growing. And that information goes all the way up to your, let's say, higher self, who collects information to the database of all the species that you can possibly grow in this particular universe, based on the vibration of each planet and each density of each planet that exists in different densities, more like that. How you came here, became curious. Nobody forced you. Came here with the open heart to help. There are a lot of you came here. You're saying numbers in hundreds. There's a lot of souls came from different planets like yours, who bring the innocence to the world. And those souls picked the right families, not to be polluted by the different substances that they try to impose on people, because they pollute the mental emotional bodies, they program them by that pollution, and then the person cannot bring out the true essence of the soul, the true refined, let's say, light, the purity and of that light, because um it gets dirty. The best way to describe it. You have to undo the damage, unlayer the layers of pollution, of programming. That's the only way. but then you didn't, you picked your own family. The only thing is that they are really closely watching, walking around you. They're trying to influence you with technology. And you know what I see? I see the energy sphere. I see there's like, I think like the hands, I think it's your mother's hands that actually make your energy sphere heal. But what they do is they have this, it's like panels, imagine solar panels, and they're like on top, bottom, on the sides. They're like one, two, three, four, five, like seven of them all around. But they're not, they are very cleverly done. They're not touching the energy sphere, so they're not inside directly connected to you, but they're trying to, through that technology, kind of bombard you with some, sometimes thoughts, sometimes feelings, but they're mostly collective feelings from a collective, but they drain the collective feelings of negativity, of some thoughts that are negative or some thoughts that would influence you in the opposite direction away from your soul. And they also attract people, or of your age, that are more that are programmed, that do not see what, you know, let's say your mother sees or I see in you, why you're here and that you're here to help. They in denial with you. They automatically push you away because they feel that you're of a different kind. You don't belong here because you actually don't. They're more, I mean, the truth is none of us belong unless you're the soul produced by the earth's essence, earth's soul, and you're part of it. But most people are not. But they're more programmed. They lived more lives, so they're like that. It makes you feel, you know, inadequate or upset at times, and all those feelings starting come up because that's the way they want to influence you in that way. And they succeed, but for a short time, because I see you're very protected. You know how you are with your mother? It's like you got this overlap in your energy spheres. Usually, usually the girls at your age are in a separate, and you're in a separate, but you still overlapped. So you have a very strong connection. And she agreed to protect you. Like she agreed to kind of gently guide you in the right direction type thing. Because that was the thing that you asked her when you considered her as your mother. If she could keep you on track and clean and pure and all this. And that's your hands who just, when they shoot this when they activate technology, the waves, it's like plasma waves, start shooting. They create, first scratch the surface of the energy sphere that protects your energy body around you, and then they form cracks. When they form cracks, you get alerted. You get in this mode of almost like, nervous, anxious over something like this. And then your mother comes over and starts doing her magic with your hands in the astral. Um, yeah, it's just a crazy technology. Let's see who put that technology in there. Eh, what comes is it's almost like it's like a big computer that is literally like flying like a satellite in space. It connects. It has little threads and energetic threads connected to different. It's like a generation of I know it came to me as seventh generation. I don't know why. Seventh generation of what I can call star seeds, or, souls who wanted to help, souls who see everything, souls who came from the future, if you can say that, because you subconsciously know what's going to happen in the future and how it's going to go. And you make certain decisions here and then now to get to that certain result that you already know has happened in the future or will happen in a linear motion, kind of it. Well, if we're talking about the line of time, right? We're walking on this line. Mm, and there are quite a few. There's quite a few of, I mean, hundreds, but they're spread out. The souls like yours are totally spread out all over the place. They're also on motherships, and they're watching over to their own um, brothers and sisters who came here to help. But they're trying to stay away from some technology that is put around Earth. But there are also portals that reptilians cannot touch, cannot use, and they're held now intact, so they can be used for in and out. And that in and out happens when your body is asleep and you just come out of your body and just go to the spaceship. You go to that planet. You got a lot of kids coming, you said, to heal and transform. And you said that you have this little thing in your energy body, actually in your mental body, that sometimes you're confused, and you yourself created like a white thread. You say it's like a spiral of confusion in your mental body, which you want to take out and throw in the portal now. You did that. When I asked you how many strands of DNA you have, you say, oh, hundreds. Like the same answer, just like all the souls. I asked you, do you have a specific number? And you show me 222 as the strands of DNA. You've been you had a lot of lives in this universe, but mostly you pick, like you say, you like to be an animal. You've been plants before on different planets, not on Earth. Earth is like it's all new to you. It's like a book that you yet have to read. That's what you say. But you like to play around, like to be playful. And Earth is, they suppress the playfulness and joy of a child. That's our natural self. That's our natural soul is like that. We're not supposed to know any torment or negativity, or being concerned with things, or making decisions, hard decisions, or things like that, or being worried about this and that. You're saying that you don't like to be worried. It's like a burden on your shoulders. You don't like that energy, and you take it off, you peel it off all the time, and then you produce it yourself as a creator. You can make or produce, or it just takes, all it takes is the feeling and your imagination, and the thing is formed. You can form anything you want. So I see, like, what happens, you accumulate energies of different feelings, usually low vibrational, and then you are instructed by your mother how to get rid of them, or you do it by yourself, because then you kind of, how to raise the vibration, go back to normal. But It just so you took out what you did. You collected all those panels, all those 7 panels around you, your energy sphere. You threw them out in the portal, disconnected from that computer thing. That it um, just keeping track of all the souls like yours, because you consider yourself a crystal soul, and it's just translucent energy. It's like a clear crystal type soul that can shapeshift. Yeah, but this DNA you can shapeshift into water, into air, into it's in the astral. I'm talking about in the etheric. When you don't have a physical body, you can do all that. You probably had dreams when you can walk through walls, like fly through the roof, open up your arms as wings and fly around. But that's from the parallel lives in this universe and different planets. Like you remember your abilities, you do. Um, if you have any questions, because I see you clean, and I see that the other lives are, you send like the powerful waves of cleansing energies and those, and you just jumped into the ocean waves for the cleansing of all the energy bodies to wash them off, you said. Yeah, you can ask me whatever questions you want.
Okay. What was my most prominent past life?
Here's how it goes. So you basically, you kind of rejected in a way the programming of the matrix layers. You have this crystalline structure that can do that. And so when I said that this is your fifth life, imagine you're like a soul fragment. You basically catapulted yourself into this reality, physical world. And then you opened up as a star, 5 points, and you like shot a little piece spark of you into each life. So there's 5 of other at the same time. Interesting is they're not different. They're not much different. It's like you and your mother are running the same lives. She has many more, but you have 5. You're sharing 5 of hers was her. So in each and every one of this life, you're like her daughter, and but you're slightly different in terms of circumstances. You live in different countries. So, and you live in, I mean, I can tell you, can go through countries you live in. You just wanted to experience different life. So there's Denmark one, uh, Iceland, Brazil, Mexico, and then Arizona, US. So, and those are the lives, but they're different, but they got your mother in there. This is the interesting part, that you kind of manipulated this reality so you wouldn't be programmed, and nobody got attached to you. I mean, it's a hard thing to do, not to get any attachments like that. Like, because 99.9% of people have 1 or 2 beings attached to them or more. So, um, you wanted to collect information. You wanted to spread like a star your bright light and just share information with others. So whatever information you get from, let's say, Brazil, you would share with Iceland, mm, and Denmark, and things like that, back and forth. You share information, and it basically you're in this one dot, and it's interesting for you to experience different lives. Mm, Most prominent life. I see there's this little boy in Brazil. He's 7. He's your age now, but for some reason it shows me he when he is 7. He's interested in stars, cosmos, constellations, all that, and he's fascinated with this book his mother brought to him. See, in each and every life, your mother plays a major role in educating and steering you up in the right direction. So you don't even have to go into any life and change timelines. Um, because everything is like perfect in a way. I mean, you're very sensitive though, and you understand the troubles that people going through. That's the experience. It's like you are interfacing with the reality. You're um basically it's like you have this ability through your crystalline structure. You mirror the reality, you absorb the information, you absorb it into yourself as crystals absorb and keep. Because crystals all over the universe are used for keeping the information, you do the same. They're like a walking library, basically. And that's what you're here for. You're here to educate the future generations. And you keep saying you're number 7. I don't really. Um, hmm. Because number 8 is a big one. You said number 8 is the ones who are just gonna be the ones who don't know the troubles of the old world. They would only know the new world. But they would know there's 2 new worlds coming up. One on the right is the positive timeline new world, where everything's going to be created out of human imagination, soul's imagination, in human bodies. And then on the left is the world that is going to be off of this reality, alternative reality, like a new world order type thing. So which one you choose is up to you. And when you want to wake up, it's up to you. But you're here to give information. So, no, you didn't sign any contracts or anything. They tried to make you sign a contract. I see Reptilian was a white, like a bright white book, or like a plastic cover. They tried to give it to you, you refused. You have to bring your subconscious says you have to bring this um um the characteristic of your DNA back in your actions when you just refuse what you feel is wrong, and you have a metal, strong, strong strong will of metal. That's what your soul is saying. Just think for yourself and don't let anybody rock your boat. And subconscious talks about, in metaphors. I see on a boat, and like if people are bombarding you with their opinions, you just gently push them out like clouds in your way and stay in your boat without any wind or clouds with the shine sun over you. That's what your subconscious is saying as a message. Yes. Yeah, you can ask whatever question. If you have any questions, if not, I'll disconnect. Depends.
Okay. I do have one question.
Hmm.
What does my higher self want to tell me?
Well, the bold thing is pretty much it. Don't let anybody influence your decisions. Just feel through whatever intuitively comes first. Don't think about it. Just don't think, don't rationalize, don't analyze, don't let the mind, the physical mind take over, because it would it would kind of build a connection to connection to connection, and analytically explain everything to you. He says don't be analytical, just follow your heart and your intuition, just what feels right, just strengthen this ability. Don't let anybody rock your boat by telling you you're wrong or you're not following the main crowd or whatever. Things like that, just be even you're like that now, but just be even stronger in it. Inside, you're very much like very stable in everything you feel, but just bring it out, you know, like remember yourself. Um, and yeah, this 222 strands of DNA, they're going to help you with that. And try not to take anybody's pain, because you're very empathic. You have the ability to absorb not only information but also emotions. So don't do that. Just try to shield yourself. Try to be in contact with kind of positive people. It doesn't mean that you have to, kind of be afraid of any situations or anything like this, but um, fear is the one that keeps you, you know, not doing anything and under control of the matrix. So, and you know this, it's just that your subconscious repeats all this to you. What you already know, basically, that's what I feel. But just be true to yourself. That's the last message that I hear. Just really true, just really genuine, just the way you are. That's it, no matter what the world says. Yeah, it's like, the truth is we are ourselves create our own missions. Nobody gives us a mission. And this is your mission. You just want to fly like that humanoid with butterfly wings in your life and just empower with your energy, empower others to grow their understanding faster. Not only, to empower people to self heal in multiple ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, all this is in your future. That just your energy is very light, and people are gonna be like coming to you as to the bright light. Just keep it bright, and don't let anybody pollute it. But yeah, you're all perfectly clean in the energy sphere, and I see your mother. She's always watching over you. But yeah. So if that's all the questions, I'm gonna disconnect then. Think about it. If you want to ask something else.
I think that's it.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Sure. It's so beautiful. You have these beautiful big wings. It's amazing. Yeah, just keep flying. My kids are saying hi. Then bed, never fall asleep. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the recording here.